I mean, my expectation is, even though there was no declared deliverable from the trip on the oil front, that as we head into this August 3rd OPEC meeting, that we are going to see additional supply coming out of countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, possibly Kuwait. I think they're going to do it in a very staggered way. So they're not going to dump 2 million barrels on the market. They're not going to deplete all their spare capacity, but we expect them to start incrementally adding back barrels come that August meeting onwards.
So as this, in your mind, I mean, we've been talking to you probably every week now for months. Does this meeting change that dynamic in any really material way?
I mean, what this meeting means is that the U.S.-Saudi relationship is now on sounder footing than it was, months ago. And yes, we are going to get some oil support from Saudi Arabia, but we still have these big problems in the market as we head into year end. Namely, that December 5 is when we get these European sanctions on Russian energy. Not simply that Europe's going to essentially stop seaborne imports, but they're also going to put sanctions on ensuring Russian cargoes, shipping, Russian crude in European flagged vessels. And so we do need this Saudi oil, not just in additional volume, but also going into Europe come December onwards.
Okay, so Helima, we're going to get some tough earnings reports, I imagine. Maybe not. We'll see this week. But if you're Jay Powell and, things have gotten a little bit easier over the past week or two, does that make it easier for him or not? And what would you be telling him specifically about what comes this fall?
I mean, the problem is that, yes, we've had oil come down, but that's driven by largely fears about recession and Chinese lockdowns because of COVID-19. This is still a structurally tight market. And so I think the key thing to watch is going to be, and you're going to have Amos Hochstein on later, do they get this price cap plan to work? Because if we have these European sanctions kick in on December 5, and we don't have a mechanism to move these barrels from Russia to Asia easily, you could be losing millions of Russian barrels from this market. So this price cap plan has to work, and you need those Saudi barrels going into Europe when those Russian barrels exit.
Okay, we've talked about
and Nord Stream 1. That's a big thing coming this week.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.